These are two very young athletes that don't have a lot of world-level experience, and that's been a great thing about the World Championships, as we've seen, because the Olympics was so close to this. We aren't seeing a lot of the Olympians come back, and we're seeing some young folks who are getting a chance that maybe wouldn't have in the past.
Certainly has given opportunities to guys like Osmanov, 24 years old. He took 7th at this year's Asian Championships, really having the tournament of his career today.
He is, and
well, beautiful counter there by Yazdani, and a quick 2 as Iran launches the opening attack.
What a beautiful counterattack. Worked his way out to the outside and just sprang into action. What a beautiful, just a beautiful counterattack.
Trying to elevate off a gut wrench, slides his arms up the body, but loses the grip, and we go back to neutral position, but a 2-0 lead for Yazdani.
You watch their footwork, when the camera gets down to their feet, you can see every motion means something. The Iranians will tie up with the same side and push, push, push. That's what sets up their beautiful snaps, is they get somebody leaning back in. And if they lean back in, they either snap or they go right to their attack. Osmanov this morning was able to capitalize on some positions and close out period number 2. But YAZDANICHERA right in. Beautiful.
Went right in on the leg, went right behind for 2. Looked like he was in a position maybe to put together a little chain wrestling for a turn. It did not happen. He settles for the 2, so a quick hole for Osmanov, down 4-0. Yazdani looking razor sharp here in the first minute 30.
He is, and that hand fight that he has going is something special. That kind of hand fight and that kind of pull on the head and snap pays dividends later in the match, and he's already up 4-0.
Comes in on a shot just a little bit too far. It's smothered and caught. Front headlock position by Osmanov. Let's see if he can slowly start to swivel and turn his way around. No, he'll go for the upper body roll and get 2. How's that for power out of nowhere?
Really well done. He had a tight lock, almost hands to elbows, circled one way and went little gator bacon on the outside and rolled through. It was nice.
Well, that takes some strength, and Osmanov able to get back into this match a little bit, find some traction.
At that point, when points can be scored so quickly, 1 point at a time is what their coach is saying. 1 point at a time, and you just continue to gain momentum. Right back in on another attack with a left-hand single.
Did you notice that time, though, his head was down because of the heavy hands of Yazdani with those constant snap downs, pressure on the back of the neck area. Tough to attack with your head down like that.
100%. And then once Osmanov was in deep, he was able, Yazdani was able to settle his hips and lock around the crotch and settle, not give the ability for Osmanov to turn the corner. Really well done.
Well, the first half of this period belonged to the Iranian Amir Yazdani. However, Kyrgyzstan's Alibek Osmanov able to get the late 2, looking a little bit more comfortable toward the tail end of the first period.
Absolutely, and Jason Bryant, the announcer here, we call this the thunder flap. The one coach is able to swing the towel, thunder flap it around, give a little bit of air to the wrestlers. They getting some idea of what they need to do next. Kyrgyzstan and Iran getting after it.
You know, wrestling can be a cruel sport at times. You look at a youngster like Yazdani, it's been an emotional 3 months for him. He qualified Iran's spot at the Olympics at 65 with his Asian qualifying victory. However, he did not wrestle at the Olympics after he lost in the team trials. So here he is bouncing back in the World Championships, and he's able to get the point to grab a 5-2 lead.
Now, he was grounded, and I think they're asking, I'm not sure if that was confirmed or not, because he was down on the mat. I believe that both the mat judge and the mat chairman white paddled that, which means they didn't agree on it. His knees were down on the ground, and once he went out of bounds, they didn't feel that he was on his feet enough to get the point.
So the one gets white paddled. It remains 4-2. It's a three-person international officiating committee. The referee controlling the action on the mat. Shoulder throw attempt. Let's see, 2 points. They go Osmanov with it, and he ties it up, and he has the tiebreaker.
Yazdani tried his shot right into that underhook, and Osmanov was able to throw him by and get to the attack.
4 unanswered by Alibek Osmanov, and he has battled back to tie it. But with his last 2-point move, he has the criteria. I got a feeling there's going to be more offense, though, here in the next 2 minutes.
I think so. And we, like was said in the last match, the pace and just the way that these Iranians have been wrestling, they're finding ways to win the close matches.
Osmanov going more to the traditional underhook here in this second period, trying to establish it on the right side of the body of Yazdani. He's able to clear the arm. Yazdani getting backpedaled, though, near the passivity area, able to disengage. But boy, look at Osmanov just continue to be on the hunt.
And what a great sport we have. I mean, Kyrgyzstan looking to be in a world final. We don't see a lot of Kyrgyz in other sports, but wrestling, it's a sport for anyone. And it's great to see them coming here and attacking and working hard to be in this world stage.
We'll talk about their country and their history a little bit later this week when the women take center stage. They had a near miss for the first Olympic gold in the country's history.
And Tanya Bekoff was a world champion the year before, and she's something else.
1 minute to go. We have seen 4 unanswered in the battle back from Osmanov, who's in on a leg. Deep position here. You see Yazdani trying to go over the top with his grip. As long as Osmanov keeps that leg, he should be okay.
He's going to try and position his body into a posture up position and not allow Yazdanichera to cut the corner and come behind.
Referee suggested 2. He's not going to get the support from either the match chairman or the judge, so it stays at 4 with 32 seconds to go. Can Iran do it again and take victory in the closing seconds?
30 seconds here, and they wanted to. However, he had never controlled the hip. In freestyle wrestling, you have to be all the way behind and cover the hips. And now Yazdanichera is going to cut that corner, work the edge.
Boy, look at him just continue to move down the body, come around the backside. Quad pod position, needs to crack one of them down. He has time to work, and out of bounds they go. One on the step out with 3 seconds to go. Are you kidding me?
I'm telling you, it's that type of day for Iran. They have found a way to win over and over again today. That's pace, that's pressure, that's coaching, that's just a belief.
For the second time in as many matches, Iran battles back with late magic. The step out point from Yazdani, and they are 2 for 2 on a Sunday night in Oslo.
And just the pain on Osmanov's face of knowing he was seconds away from making a world final and being on the podium.
You know, Brian, give Yazdani some credit because Osmanov made him earn that last point.
Sure did.
He went to 3 different positions before he was able to secure the 1.
Absolutely, and you know, he was in that all 4 in that quad